we go. Fix that. All right, we're back. Today we are going to be doing another awesome classic dance. We're doing Jenkins Sisters' Jam, choreographed by Scott Blevins in 2012. I really like this dance because it is a little bit later in Scott's career than one might originally think, because it really resembles some of his earlier dances, of which I personally really enjoy. So when this came out in 2012, I was like, yes, another like classic Scott dance. Of course, it was 2012, and classic meant a long time ago compared to classic now. But I really enjoy this dance. It's a cool, funky song. It's like a West Coast swing style. It's called On Fire by JJ Gray and Mofro. 64 count, 4-wall, intermediate line dance. I will say there are quite a number of turns in this dance. So if you have issues with turning, we will talk about some turn modifications for you. But it is intermediate. The steps themselves, most of them we've all seen before, more or less. There's one place that's a little bit different than we would see in most other dances, but it's nothing too difficult, and if you don't get it, you can fake it really easily. So, it is intermediate, but there are a lot of turns, 64 counts, 4 walls. I do not believe there are any tags or restarts. Yeah, and let's see who we've got in here coming in already. We have at least one of the Jenkins sisters here. Miss Bukisha's in the house. Well, probably her house, but a house. We've got Rita, Wendy, Kaylin. Hi, Jan. Rita. Oop, I already said Rita. There we go. Hi twice. Beverly, Roberta, Vanda, Chris. Awesome. Thank you all for joining me. All right. So, welcome back to Streamline. I'm Bradley Mather. I'll be your instructor for today. I have to, of course, thank all of the Streamline people. We've got the boys, JP, Jose, and Daniel, who put this together. Jonathan Sack for sponsoring the website. Grace for uploading those videos onto YouTube, so they'll stay on the Facebook page for Facebook group for a little while, and then they'll be uploaded to the YouTube channel. So go ahead and subscribe to that so you know when we upload a new video. There's an Instagram. Go ahead and check that out. There is another Streamline event coming up, and I'm going to read you the details right now. We've got Streamline on tour from September 29th to October 3rd. So it's a multi-day event again. And there's going to be 5 stops, Belgium, France, and Switzerland. And they're going to be on tour. So make sure you sign up for that. You can go onto the website, streamlinedance.com, click on the events tab, and all the information's there. So go ahead and check that out. We also have a PayPal link if you choose to donate. You can go ahead and click the link that's above, and easy as that. We've got some more people popping in. Who do we got? Hi, Jeanette. Tanya, Laurel, Jenny. Hi, Mom. All right. So, for those of you that just joined, we are doing Jenkins Sisters Jam, choreographed by Scott Blevins, 64 counts, 2 walls, no tags or restarts, but there are a lot of turns. He calls it intermediate, but again, there are a lot of turns. It's choreographed in what month of 2012? August of 2012. So it is just over 8 years old now. Time flies, doesn't it? And the song is On Fire by JJ Gray and Mofro. We're going to wait just another minute or so before we go ahead and get started. So let's see. Ground rules. If you have comments or questions, go ahead and write those in the comments. They do take about 20-30 seconds for those to pop up on my end. So if I don't answer right away, hold on, I'll get to it in just a second, most likely. If it's been a minute or two and I haven't seen it and I've come to check the comments, go ahead and ask again. I'm probably not ignoring you on purpose. probably just didn't see it. So I always try to answer all those questions that are relevant to the dance. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Nancy. All right, I think it is just about that time. We're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, this is Jenkins Sisters Jam. We're going to start with weight on our left foot. We're going to walk forward 3 times, right, left, right. From here, we're going to do a full turn. First one's a step, half pivot, half turn, and then another half turn on the end. So we step forward on the left, half pivot, weights on that right foot, pivot on that right foot, a half turn over your right shoulder and step back on your left. Then we're going to continue this turning extra half a turn over the right shoulder to face the back, weights on that right foot. So we end up doing a full turn and an extra half turn at the end. Like I said, there's a lot of turns. Start me off quick here. 3 walks, right foot first, right, left, right. Then we have step, half, pivot, half, turn. Weights on the right foot facing the back. I did say I would give you some modifications for these turns if turning is not your thing, or you're just not great at it, or don't feel comfortable at it. Whatever the case may be. If you don't want to do those turns, we're going to walk right, left, right, mambo, step, half, turn, over the right shoulder still. Yeah, so that's your no turn modification there. With the numbers, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, mambo step or full turn, 4 and 5, half turn over the right shoulder, 6, walk your left foot forward on 7, and we're going to do a chase half turn over the left shoulder, 8 and 1. That's your first 9 counts there. I am going to add 1 extra count though. So go back to facing the back wall, weights on that left foot. We're going to do that last chase half turn, 8 and 1. This is the beginning of a step half pivot 2 to face the back wall. Like I said, there's a lot of turns in this dance. So we'll back it up. We just did 3 walks and either a mambo step or a full turn, and an extra half turn, weights on the right foot, we're facing 6 o'clock. Walk your left foot forward. Do a chase half turn over the left, chase, half, step, half, pivot. Yeah? One more time from that same spot, we're facing the back, weights on that right foot, walk that left foot forward, we walk, then a chase, half, step, half, pivot. You can think of it kind of like 2 step half pivots back to back. If you like, step, half pivot, step, half pivot. You can think of it as a chase turn with a half pivot on the end of it. Doesn't really matter. Again, if you don't want to turn a whole lot, you're going to do a rocking chair. So you walk your left foot forward and then a right rocking chair, forward, recover, back, recover. That's your non-turning option. So we're going to go all the way back to the top, walking your right foot forward, 1, 2, 3, full turn or mambo, 4 and 5, extra half turn, 6, walk, 7, chase over the left, 8 and 1, 2 is that extra turn. Believe it or not, we're only 10 counts in. We're going to try that many more times, I'm sure. Walking with the right foot is 1, 2, 3. Here's a full turn, half turn, then we walk, chase, half, step, half, pivot. Again, walking with the right foot, we walk, 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 full turn or mambo, half, step, chase, half, step, half, pivot. Weight ends up on that left foot facing 6 o'clock. We're going to try it now with numbers. Walking forward on the right foot, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2. Yeah, so we kind of have that same rhythm going on through this first set. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2. The next count will be 3. Yeah, so kind of keep that rhythm in your brain there. It's not constant throughout the whole dance, but that's the base rhythm that we're going off of. Yeah? All right. I'm going to check those comments, make sure we don't have any questions. No, but more people have joined in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Looks like we don't have any questions. So we're going to go ahead and move on. I'm going to flip us around so that the back is the front. We just did your chase, half step, half pivot. We're facing the back, but we're pretending this is the back. You're going to kind of do hip circles, clean the bowl. So you step your right foot to the right side, put your hips back, bring them around, and then kind of push your hip diagonally forward to the left and tap your left. Then we're going to go back the other way. So you step on your left, right hips come around and back and to the left. And then we do a little tap and push the hips to the right. Yeah, we've done this in several other dances, but just in case anybody hasn't done that before or wanted it broken down, there you go. So we just did chase, half step, half pivot. We step our right to the side. Whoop, whoop. Yeah? Then we're going to step our right foot kind of diagonally. This is going to be 7 o'clock. And essentially this is going to be a mambo step. Mambo step. Yeah, so pretty easy set. Hip circle to the right and tap, to the left and tap, step, side, mambo in the corner. Weight ends up on that left foot. So let's try some numbers with that. We just did your chase, half turn, and a half pivot. Ending on 1, 2. Stepping to the side for the hip circle is 3, 4, 5, 6, step, 7, mambo, 8, and 1. We'll try that one more time. Stepping your right to the side on 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. All right, let's try it facing the correct direction. So face 6 o'clock here. Step your right foot to the side. Hip circle and tap, hip circle and tap, step, side, and a mambo step. And that mambo is in 7 o'clock. One more time with numbers, ready, and 3, 4, 5, 6, step, 7, mambo, 8, and 1. All right, that was pretty easy. So I'm going to go ahead and keep adding on. So we did our left mambo, 8 and 1. We're on our left foot, still in 6:30 or 7:30, 7 o'clock. All my times are wrong. 7 o'clock. We're going to essentially step to the front wall as we go side, across, forward. The fractions there can get confusing. Just know that you are making essentially a half turn to the front wall. So you do your mambo in the corner, left mambo, we're on that left foot. We step side, across, step, forward. Yeah, I'm simplifying these fractions just for ease of this dance. I'm going to pause right there because I feel like that chunk kind of all goes together. The numbers for that, the mambo was 8 and 1, all full counts, stepping the right to the side, 2, 3, 4 to face the front. All right, now we're going to bring it back to those hip circles. So face the back, step your right foot to the side for your hip circle on 3, 4, 5, 6. Step side with the mambo step. Side, cross, forward. All right, we're going to now go back to the top. If you have questions, write them in the comments. I'd be happy to go back and review anything if you need that. In the meantime, while those comments come through, because it does take 20 or 30 seconds, let's go back to the top and dance it. 3 walks, starting with that right foot. We have walk, walk, walk. Full turn or mambo, half turn, step forward. Chase, half step, half pivot. Hip circle and tap, hip circle and tap. Side, mambo, back, side, cross, forward. All right, I did see a couple comments come through. Make sure we don't have any questions. No questions, but many people joining in. So we're going to go back to the top a couple more times just for those people that joined in. I think off the top of my head, I know that several of them have done this dance before, so hopefully it'll come back real fast. All right, from the top, walking on that right foot, we have 1, 2, 3. Full turner mambo, half turn, step forward. Chase, half step, half pivot, hip circle and tap, hip circle and tap, step side. Mambo back, side, cross, forward. All right, we're gonna try that all the way through with numbers now. Ready, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Weights on that right foot. One more time with the numbers. We're going to go a little bit faster. Walking with the right foot. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Weights on the right foot. All right, I'm going to check those comments for questions. If you have any, go ahead and still type them. I'm happy to answer them. If you are good to move on, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, a like, something in the comments, whatever, some kind of thumbs up that I know we are good to move on and don't need to recap anything. And if you do need to recap, let me know in the comments. How we doing? Gotta let me know. There's a couple thumbs. A few lonely thumbs. There comes more. Okay. There's more thumbs. All right. Looks like we're good. Thumbs, thumbs, thumbs. Awesome. So we've just done our mambo step, back, cross, face the front. We're on that right foot. Essentially we're doing like a chase half turn, but we're going to cross at the end to face 6 o'clock. Step, half pivot with a cross. Step your right foot to the side, spiral a half turn over your left shoulder, and essentially do a chassé to the left. Side together, side. I'm simplifying a lot of this dance. The fractions get weird. It's broken up in weird places because it's an 8 and 1. We'll make it work. We'll dance it the same once the music comes on. So, we've just done our weights on that right foot. Chase half turn with a cross. Step, half pivot, cross. Right foot steps to the side, spiral a half turn over your left shoulder, and a chassé to the left. Side together, side. One more time, then we're going to go ahead and move on, assuming there's no questions in the comments. We've just done mambo back, side, cross, forward, facing 12 o'clock, chase, half, cross, chase, half, cross, spiral, side together, side. Weights on that left foot. I'm going to check those comments, make sure we didn't have any questions come through. All right, looks like we didn't have any questions. Wonderful. Must mean we're doing great, or ignoring me. Either one, can't really tell. So, we're gonna go ahead and move on. We just did our side together, side. We're gonna tap our right leg next, or right foot next to our left. When you dance this, sometimes it becomes more of like a knee pop in, but just know that there's no weight transfer there. So we did side together, side, and we're gonna twist our body to the left as we do this because we're winding up for a turn to the right. I told you there were lots of turns in this dance. So we did our touch. We're gonna step a quarter of a turn. Then we're gonna do 3/4 of a turn in a triple step, half, quarter, cross. We're gonna keep and cross and cross and cross and cross. So we have cross and cross and cross and cross. Then we're going to do a side rock with the right and step behind. Side rock behind. And that's all syncopated there. So, we did our chassé to the left, side together, side, then we're going to start our turn, quarter turn, triple step, three-quarter turn, half quarter cross, and cross, and cross, and cross, side, rock behind. It's actually much easier with numbers, so we're going to go ahead and try it with numbers now. Chassé was 8 and 1, 2, quarter turn 3, triple 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and. Yes, that little rock is and 8, and. Chassé to the left, we had 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and. Weight ends up on that right foot. We'll try that from that same spot one more time. Chassé to the left is 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and. All right. Let's go from, we can add that onto the top. No sense in adding it midway through. I think we're all pretty comfortable with that. We'll go to the top. Walking right foot first. 1, 2, 3, pivot 4 and 5, 6, walk 7, 8, and pivot 1, 2, hip circle 3, 4, 5, 6, side 7, mambo 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, chase 5 and 6, spiral 7, side 8 and 1, 2, 3, triple 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. Weight ends up on that right foot. We're going to try it a couple more times. Walking forward on the right foot is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, walk 7, 8 and pivot 1, 2, circle 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, mambo 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, chase 5 and 6, spiral 7, side 8 and 1, 2, 3, triple 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. Weight ends up on that right foot. All right, how are we doing, everybody? Write questions in the comments if you have them. If you're doing good and you want to move on, go ahead and give me one of those little heart reacts so that I know. I want to see those little hearts pop up if we're doing good. All right, looks like we haven't had any questions though, so that's good. We got a couple hearts popping up, just a few. Let me know how you're doing. All right, there's some more hearts. Okay, there we go. They're all popping up now. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. Looks like we don't have questions. Okay, so we just did our cross and cross and cross and cross, side rock behind. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. We're gonna now turn to our left. 1, quarter turn, stepping on the left foot. Half pivot. 2, 3, and then another quarter step to face the front on 4. Left sailor step, 5 and 6, and a grapevine as we turn a quarter turn to the right, behind side cross. Also a pretty easy set, it feels like to me. So, we've just done our cross and cross and cross and cross, side rock behind. We're on that right foot. Quarter turn to the left, quarter, step, half, pivot, quarter, turn, left, sailor, step, quarter behind, side, cross. One more time. Our side rock behind, quarter turn on the left, step, half, pivot, quarter, turn, left, sailor, step, right behind, side, cross. Uno mas, as they would say, and then they would also say, get on the bus. It's an inside joke. If you don't know what I mean, I'm sorry. All right. We just did our side rock behind. We're on that right foot. Quarter turn with the left. Quarter, step, half, pivot, quarter turn. Left, sailor, step, behind, side, cross. One last time with numbers. Our side rock behind is and, 8, and. Quarter turn on a 1, 2, 3, 4, sailor, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. Weight ends up on that right foot. That was a pretty easy set, so I'm going to add the next one on here, or at least part of it. We just did our behind, side, cross. We're going to step our left to the side and bump left, right, left. We're going to hitch up our right leg as we bump to the right again, and then cross our right foot over the left as we bump left, right, left. Weight ends up on the right foot though. The words are very confusing. Let me show you what it looks like. It'll make a lot more sense. We go bump and bump and bump and bump. You're just bouncing. So that was that one part that I mentioned in the beginning that was kind of funny, a little bit different than what we normally do. If you have trouble with that, bump and bump and bump and bump, cross. Just bump it out, cross at the end. Or leave off one bump, bump and bump and bump and cross. You'll get to the same place, doesn't matter. So, we just did left sailor, step, quarter behind, side, cross. Bumping to the left, bump, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Weight ends up on the right though. One more time, bumping to the left, we have bump, 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 bump. And you gotta say it like that. Bump, 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 bump. All right, can you tell I'm tired? I'm losing my mind slowly. Okay, so weight's on that right foot. I'm gonna add a little bit more on. We're gonna rock our left foot forward, recover, left side, recover, and then cross, winding up our body to the left because we're about to turn to the right. And then I'm gonna pause right there. So, we did bump, 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 bump. Weight's on that right foot. Left rock forward. Forward, recover. Side, recover, cross with a twist. Yeah? So, let's go ahead and back up to the piece we added on, which was cross and cross and cross, side rock behind on that right foot. Quarter turn to the left on quarter. Step, half pivot, quarter turn, sailor, step, quarter behind, side cross. Bump, 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 bump. Rock and cross. We'll try that again. Sing along if you like. Side rock behind is and, 8, and. Quarter, step, half pivot, quarter turn. Left sailor, step, quarter behind, side cross. Bump, 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 bump. Rock and cross. With a twist. All right, I can see a couple comments pop up. I want to make sure we don't have questions. No, looks like we don't have questions though. Great. Okay, let's go back to the top. Walking with that right foot on. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, walk 7, 8, and 1, 2, circle 3, 4, 5, 6, side 7, mambo 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My brain stopped. One more time for me, mambo 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Chase half pivot with a cross. 5 and 6, spiral 7, side 8 and 1, touch 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Left sailor 5 and 6, quarter 7 and 8. Bump 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Rock 5 and 6 and 7. Weight on that left foot. My apologies for briefly forgetting what's going on. All right, no questions, just thank you comments. You're welcome. Glad it helped. Okay, walking with the right foot. Again for me. Ready, and we walk, walk, walk. Full turn here. Half pivot with a step. Chase, half step, half pivot. Then we side and bump, step, side with the mambo. Back, side, cross, forward. Chase, half, cross, spiral, side together, side. Hook, quarter, triple with the cross, and cross, and cross. Side rock behind, quarter. Step, half pivot, quarter turn. Left sailor, step, right behind, side cross. Bump, 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 bump. Rock and prep. Weights on that left foot. Okay, we're gonna try it from the top with numbers now. Walking with that right foot ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, step 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, spiral 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, sailor 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7. Weights on that left foot, prepped to our left with the upper body. Okay, so if you have questions or comments, write them in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer them. If you're doing good, give this post a like so I see those thumbs pop up. If you have questions, write a comment. But if you don't have questions and you want to move on, like. I see a couple thumbs. There comes some more. There we go. Facebook's a little slow for me today, I guess. It's taking a couple seconds for him to come through. All right, looks like we're good. We don't have any questions, so we're gonna keep chugging along here. So we just did our cross. We're going to turn over our right shoulder. We're going to end up facing the back wall. We're going to step a quarter of a turn forward with our right foot. Keep turning over the right shoulder, half turn. Step your left foot back. Keep turning over the right shoulder, half turn. Step your right foot forward. So weight ends up on that right foot. That's going to be syncopated 8 and 1. Keep turning over the right shoulder an extra quarter of turn. So it kind of just feels like we've over-rotated here as you step your left foot to the side. Now, I want you to actually take your hip to the left side as you do this, and you're facing 9 o'clock, by the way. Yeah? So we did your rock and wind up facing 3 o'clock. Quarter of a turn, stepping forward on the right, half turn back on the left, half turn forward on the right. Keep turning an extra quarter of a turn as we step to the left and bring that hip over to the left. Now you can see my face. Bring that hip over to the left because we're going to make a hip circle going backwards first. Back, side, and forward, weight ending back on that left foot. It's just going to be a lot easier to make that hip circle work if you got it over to the left before we start. Last part of this set. It's pretty easy. We're going to do a pretty much in place little triple step to the right diagonal, right, and then quarter of a turn to the left to face the back wall, the left, right, left. So 2 little triple steps there. Not really moving, not like a big lock step or anything, just kind of in place. Bump, 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 bump. There's a lot of bump, bump, bump things going on in here. It's going to turn into Blue's Clues. Bump, 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 bump. I'm revealing my age, aren't I? Anyway, so we just did your side rock cross with a wind up. Quarter turn on the right, half turn on the left, half turn on the right. Extra quarter of a turn, stepping on the left, weight goes to that left. Hip circle, go back and bring it around. Triple steps to the right diagonal and face the back. So, one more time, we did your cross. This was 7 Triple step turn is 8 and 1, 2 is that extra quarter turn. So 8 and 1, 2, weights on that left foot. Hip circle, 3, 4, triples, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Face the back wall, weights on that left foot. Now if you don't want to do all those turns, like I said, I'm going to give you guys turn modifications. We had 6 and 7. You're just going to do a shuffle quarter turn. 8 and 1 quarter, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Easy modification there, just a triple step quarter turn. So, that was more or less pretty easy. Let's go ahead and add a little bit more on. We just did your shuffle to the corner and shuffle to the back. We're on that left foot. Excuse me. We're on that left foot. From here, we're going to do a chase half turn over the left shoulder. Right, left, right. A full turn, 2 half turns over the right shoulder. Step on the left, step on the right. Keep turning a quarter of a turn, do a left side rock cross, side rock cross. We're facing 3 o'clock, end of dance. So we've already finished our dance. There's no tags or restarts, so that's all the steps. So we do your triple to the diagonal and triple to the back. Weights on that left foot. Chase half prep, 2 half turns and a quarter side rock cross. Right foot is a chase half prep, half turn, quarter side rock cross. Facing 3 o'clock. Again, a non-turning option for you is going to be chase half turn, walk, quarter side rock cross. Just take out that full turn in the middle and the turns will be less intense there. I wasn't kidding when I said there were lots of turns here, guys. So, that's the whole dance. Let's go ahead and back up to we do rock and cross with a wind out. This is count 7. We're going to end up facing 9 o'clock with that extra quarter turn on there on 8 and 1, 2, circle 3, 4, triple 5 and 6, back 7 and 8, chase 1 and 2, full turn 3, 4. Those numbers are all totally wrong. 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Oh, walk. Of course I forgot the walk. So we do your triple to the corner and triple to the back. Walk, right, left. 1, 2. Then your chase half prep. 3 and 4. Full turn. 5, 6, rock, 7 and 8. There we go. That's all the steps now. So we'll go back to the same spot once more for me. We just did your rock and twist. We're going to end up facing 9 o'clock after our extra quarter turn on 8 and 1, 2, circle 3, 4, triple 5 and 6, to the back 7 and 8, walk 1, walk 2, chase 3 and prep 4, full turn 5, 6, rock 7 and 8. And then we start our dance again, walk, full turn model. And so on, because there are no tags or restarts. So, if you have questions on the steps, let me know. I'll be happy to go over it once more. We will go from the top, dance the whole dance through a couple more times, and then we will talk a little bit about technique, because we're actually doing really great on time today. So, nice job, everybody. All right, looks like we don't have any major questions. So let's go all the way to the top and dance it all the way through. Walking, right foot, we have walk, full turn or mambo, half turn, step forward, chase, half step, half pivot with a hip circle tap, step side, mambo back, side, cross to the front with a chase, half cross, spiral, side and side, hook, quarter, triple with a cross, and cross, side rock behind, quarter, step, half pivot, quarter turn, left sailor, step, quarter behind, side cross, then we bump, and we rock, wind up, face the back, 9 o'clock with a hip circle, and we triple to the corner, and we triple to the back, walk 1, 2, chase 3 and prep 4, 5, 6, rock, 7, and 8. Weights on that left foot. Ready to start it again. We'll try that several more times. Looks like we had a couple comments come through. Oh, no questions though. Great. So, from the top again, walking with that right foot. Ready, and walk, walk, walk. Forward turn here, half turn with a prep. Chase, half, step, half, pivot. And we circle and hit, step, side. Mambo, back, side, cross, quarter. Chase, half, cross, spiral, side together, side. Hook, quarter. Triple with the cross, and cross, side, rock behind, quarter. Step, half, pivot, quarter, turn, left, sailor, step, behind, side, cross. Then we bump, 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 bump. Rock and rock with a wind up. Bump, 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 9 o'clock with a circle, hips, and we triple step, and we face the back. Walk, walk, walk. Chase, half, prep, half, half, quarter, rock, and cross. All right, I saw a couple more comments come through that look like they might be questions. Nope, no questions. But I'm glad people are enjoying it. And no, I wasn't kidding when I said there were lots of turns. So, let's try the whole thing with numbers now. Walking with the right foot. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Step 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Sailor 5, and 6, 7, and 8. Then with 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Rock 5, and 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. Walk 1, 2, 3, and prep 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Weight is up on that left foot. Ready to start our new wall facing 3 o'clock. All right, let me know if you have any questions, guys. If you don't, go ahead and give me one of those heart reacts, and we will move on to talking about some technique. But if you do have questions, let me know. My Facebook seemed a little slow today. Slowly the thumbs and hearts will appear. There we go. All right, I'm going to give everybody another couple seconds in case they were typing a comment for anything to pop up, because I see some hearts popping up now, which is good. All right, I think we're good. No questions, it looks like. So we're going to talk a little bit about technique. This is a really fun, funky dance. So not like hip-hop funky, more like West Coast swing funky style. But I'm very excited because I really personally enjoy that style. Yes, we can review the hip roll turn. I'm not sure 100% where that is, and we will dance it one more time. Let's see, hip roll turn. We did the 2 hip rolls facing the back, step side, mambo step, and then we turned to face the front. We also had a hip roll after our rock and wind up. We did a turn here and then a hip roll. And then we did triples. I'm not sure which place you are meaning, so. Alice, can you elaborate on which hip roll turn you mean there? I'd be happy to answer it. The second one. Okay. So, let's back up to our hip bumps facing 3 o'clock here. Bump into the left, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Then we're going to rock forward and side with the left. Forward, recover, side, recover, cross with a wind up. Then we have quarter, half, half, quarter. So we quarter, half, half, quarter to face 9 o'clock. Then we do our hip circle, hips going to the left, then back to the right, then forward to the left, making a full turn starting and ending with your hips to the left. Then we have our triple and triple to the back. We'll do that one more time from that same place. Hip bumps facing 3 o'clock. We have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Rock 5 and 6. Prep 7. Turn 8 and 1, 2. Circle 3, 4, 5 and 6. Triple 7 and 8. Hopefully that answered your question, Alice. And we did have a request to do it one more time before we talked about technique. So, one more time from the tippy top. Walking with that right foot, we have walk, walk, walk. Full turn here, half turn with the step. Chase, half step, half pivot, then we hip circle, hook, side, mambo, back, side, across, forward, chase, half cross, spiral, slide together, side, hook, quarter, triple with the cross, then cross, side rock behind quarter, step, half, pivot, quarter, turn, left sailor, step, behind side cross, then we bump, 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 with the rock and prep, quarter, half, half, quarter turn, hip circle, then we right, right, left, then we walk, walk with a chase, half prep, half, quarter, rock and cross. Hopefully that answered everybody's questions. I'm going to check to see if there were any more that came through. If not, we'll talk about some technique. All right. We're going to talk about some technique. So, this whole dance, I kind of want my steps to be heavy in that as I take my step, there's kind of like a downward bounce a little bit, but we don't want to be bouncy up, we want to be bouncy down. There's a difference between being bouncy up, that's like polka or jive or something, and bouncy down is kind of like accenting beats a little bit more from my perspective anyway. So as we do these walks, I'm kind of, they can be kind of sassy, you know, they got funk, they got soul, style. Walk, walk, walk. Chase, full turn, step, half, 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 step forward. Chase, half, step, half, turn. Then we got these hip circles. We're going to talk about how to do hip circles a little bit more in depth. So we're going to face the front. In this case, we're going to go to the right first. So as I step to the right, I keep my hips to the left so that I can go backwards. Then as my hips go to the right, I finish that weight transfer. And then I kind of have a little bend in my left leg as I went to my right side. And I just kind of straighten that left leg and pop my hips diagonally forward. Boom. And then we go to our left, keeping the hips to the right. Then they come around, weight shifts. We got a little bend in our right leg, and we straighten it to pop our hips to the right diagonal. Boom. And that's it. So we did step on the left foot. We're going to go to the right, around and hook, around and hook. And I kind of come back down to neutral there as well after that. Up, hip up, there we go. So, facing the back, we just did your chase, half step, half pivot, half circle, hook, hook. And then we step on our right foot, side, left mambo step, mambo step. Here, those steps are going to be heavy especially. So that mambo step back is the first heavy one. So, hook, 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 hook. And they can, Scott even has like a whole asterisk underneath those 4 steps and says, hey, you can make these super funky, make them stylish, any way you know how. So, mambo on the left, mambo, hook, 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 hook. We're going to do a chase half cross, chase half cross. Here I over-rotate this just a little bit so that I'm kind of in like 730, so that I can unwind. I have somewhere to unwind to as I step to the side and spiral to my left. Then I go side together, side, hook. So you can touch in. I think it feels better when I just kind of bring my knee and my ankle in. and let my hips settle to the left. And then I twist my body to the left as well. So I'm facing maybe like 11 o'clock, 10:45, somewhere in there. Because it's not a very fast turn, I don't need to wind up very far. So it's just a little bit of wind up. Then I have my quarter turn, and I kind of leave myself unwound, wound up here. I haven't unwound yet, because I then need to use that for my triple step turn, triple cross, and cross, side rock behind. So we did side together, side with the twist, then we quarter turn, then I use my upper body unwind, triple, as I do my cross, side rock behind. I'm kind of angled in the corner for all of it. Cross, side rock behind. Here, I want to be angled in the corner with my upper body still facing that front. So side rock behind. So my hips are facing maybe like 2 o'clock, 2:15, and my upper body is facing the front. The reason I want this is because now I'm going to be turning backwards to my left, and I'm on my right foot. If I'm turning backwards to my right, and I'm on my right foot, I need to be twisted the other way so that I can step back. But since I'm going to my left, I need to twist to my left so that I can step forward here, step, half, pivot, quarter, turn. Here, I want you to have real bent knees, so just like you're sitting in a teeny tiny chair. It's like 1 inch below where you normally stand. And as you do this sailor step, I want your body to pitch this way, and then for the behind side cross, pitch this way. So we have sailor step, and then we go the other way, behind side cross. So I'm pitched a little bit to my right here. This is going to make these hip bumps easier, and I think it makes this sailor step, quarter behind side cross feel a lot better. So we did quarter, step, half, pivot, quarter, turn, sailor step, and behind side cross. Then we're going to have our bump, 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 bump. For this, I also have bent knees here. I feel like it's much easier if I get my shoulders involved, especially once I go to cross over, because the tendency for me and probably a lot of people is to want to bump your hips the opposite direction, but if you get your shoulders involved, it's easier to keep that rhythm of left, right, even though we don't have a bump with a weight change, we just have a bump with a hitch. But if you've got your shoulders going, it'll be much easier for you. So bumping to the left is bump, 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 bump. Then we have forward rock, side rock, cross with a wind up. I like 2:30 here, so a little bit more than 3 o'clock, and my hips are facing 4:30. We do our quarter, half, half. I think about trying to make it to the back wall, and then momentum kind of takes me that extra quarter turn face 9 o'clock. We already talked about weight shifting to your left hip for this. Then our hip circle, we're just going to go behind, to the right, forward, and to the left. Triple steps, nice and small, into the corner, then face the back. These walks again to the back, you can make them stylish. Walk, walk, chase, half, prep. Here, I want to have my arms open because it's going to help me momentum-wise around in this turn. So we get quarter turn, walk, walk, chase, half, open. I'm going to then push my left shoulder forward as I do my half, half. You might have noticed with my arms, when I did that first half turn, my hands came together. They almost touched, like I'm holding a big beach ball. And we want that to happen. Cool. If you've ever spun in an office chair, and if you're sitting at home, I encourage you to try this safely. So if you kind of like spin yourself and you have all your limbs sticking out, and then you pull yourself in, the office chair spins much faster. You can also try ice skating too, but you know, office chair is more accessible for most people. So when you bring your arms in, you spin faster. I won't go into the physics of it, but when you have mass closer to the center than spread apart, the rotational energy is greater, and lots of other math equations. Just know that when you bring your arms in, you spin fast. Mole fast. So, we did your chase, half, prep. And we want to spin mole fast on this one, first one here. Then flip your head around and look at the front as you step open again. And then your quarter turn side rock cross just kind of feels like momentum out of this because we accelerated the beginning of that turn. Side rock forward. Feels more like a forward to me, but it is a cross. And that's, I think, everything I have for you. So if you have questions on any of that technique, let me know in the comments. If you have questions on the steps, let me know in the comments. If you have questions on this dance in general, let me know in the comments. If you have questions about other things, I can't guarantee that I can answer them for you. Especially not physics. I can muddle my way through, but that's not my specialty. All right, looks like we haven't had any questions while I was talking, so I'll wait maybe 5-10 more seconds for any question comments to pop up. And so far looks like we don't have any. So let's go ahead and try some other walls. Oh, actually, I only have 4 minutes left. So we're gonna speed right through this next wall, and all the other walls are the same because there's no tags or restarts, and then we'll put on the music. So we'll try our second wall, walking with our right foot. We walk 1, 2, 3. Full turn here. Half turn, step forward. Chase, half, step, half, pivot with a hip, circle, hit. Hip, circle, hit, step, side. Mambo, back, side, cross, forward. Chase, half, cross, spiral, side together, side. Hit, quarter, triple with a cross, then cross, and cross. Side rock behind, quarter. Step, half, pivot, quarter, left, sailor, step, behind, side, cross. Then we bump, 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 bump. Cross, rock, side, rock, cross. Quarter, half, half, quarter. Hip, circle. Then we triple, step, quarter, triple, step. Then we walk, walk. Chase, half, prep, half, turn, rock and walk. Rock and cross, or walk. All right. If you have any burning questions, now is going to be your last chance. Only got a couple minutes left in this time slot, so we're going to pull up that music. This is Jenkins Sisters Jam, choreographed by Scott Blevins in August 2012. 64 count, 4-wall intermediate line dance to On Fire by JJ Gray and Mofro. There's a 32 count intro on here. It's not crazy fast, but it's got some pep to it. All right, looks like we don't have any questions, so here we go. It helps if I unmute myself. All right, now for real, here we go. Here we go. Hip circle. Mambo. Chase. Sailor. Song. Cross and side and cross. Circle. To the back. Walk. Next wall. Walk. Hip circle. Mambo. Side together side. Cross. Full turn. Sailor. Bump. To the front. Walk. Back wall. grapevine. Bumps. Rock and prep. 3 o'clock. Here we go. Mambo. Spiral. Crosses. Full turn. Here come the bumps. To the back. Walk. Front roll again. Hip circle. Mambo. Keep going. Spiral. Full turn. Bump. Cross and up and boom. Circle. Walk it out. New ball. Here comes the circle. Mambo. Hip. Crosses. Full turn. Sailor. Here come the bumps. Bump. To the front. Walk it out. All right. We made it. Jenkins Sisters Jam. Ignore the talking at the end of the song. All right, that was Jenkins Sisters Jam, choreographed by Scott Belevins, 64 count, 4 ball, intermediate line dance to the song On Fire by JJ Gray and Mofro. If you want to dance that again, it will be on the Facebook group for a few days, few weeks, until it gets put on the YouTube channel, so make sure you check that out as well. You can look back and dance it again if you need to. Let's see. Oh, there is that Streamline on Tour event coming up at the end of this month, the 30th, 31st? 29th. The 29th through the 3rd of next month, obviously. So go ahead and go to streamlinedance.com and click on the events tab. You can find all the information there. If you choose to make a donation, the link is in the description above. And I will see you lovely people again next week, same time, same place, for another awesome dance. All right. Bye, guys. Thanks for joining me. See you soon.